one of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moore will throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on. But making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's White. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously, in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try to get outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Got it behind the line. It's White. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Moore to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Here comes the heat. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that.
Wide open spaces. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page these last 2 drives. Obviously scoring a touchdown the last timeout and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical 3rd down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, And now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The shoot, quick toss to the right, turning it on. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Now on first down from the 28. This is a designed run. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? On the move. Shakes off the defender. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So first down here as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
He's open on the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I tell you what, these big body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard, you got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. A designed run for the quarterback. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll start this drive firing. And they're not on the same page there. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship. Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Castellanos. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you've just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The kick is on its way. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. Step of this drive comes from their own 44. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has it.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Benson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Moore to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Going up top again. Got his man on the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hughes. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Oregon. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quickly out to the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Castellanos. Buys a little time with his feet. Quarterback has to protect himself, gets down with the slide.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Moore will throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarter.
He lets it fly. Brings it in down the left side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll test the right side. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Webster. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. At midfield, he's got room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the catch, and the ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Punt is on its way. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Moore to the air. Here's a heat. Might be looking to run. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hughes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Ducks are flying down the field. Moore will throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. With the catch, it's Hughes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Back to pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
The Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's Stewart. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's caught, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Bring in the heat. They'll go with the quick touch pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Webster. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. The inside handoff. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. So the final period starts with a second down play. Moore will throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And the Ducks are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, this is really good complementary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Pittman. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The pitch to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's got it on the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Calls his own number. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. With the catch, it's Robinson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz, or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Trying to take it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Going to run it. It's Hughes. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Moore to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Whittington. He's loose. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That one ought to give them full control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Even the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Webster. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield. It's McCoy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Hughes. Plows through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA in a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Got a man. It's White. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The give to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you